Hello kids, how are you? Welcome to today's maths class, and today we'll do cubes and cube root. Cubes. The cube of a number is that number raised to the power 3. In other words, when a number is multiplied by itself 3 times, then we find the cube of the number. For example, 2 is to power 3, 2 into 2 into 2, that is 8. We say that the cube of 2 is 8. Same way, 3 is to power 3, that means 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3, that is 27. We say that the cube of 3 is 27. Next, perfect cube. A natural number is said to be the perfect cube if it is the cube of some natural number. The following some number are perfect cube. 4 का cube क्या हो जाएगा? 64. 5 cube, that is 125. 6 cube, 216. 7 cube, that is 343. Such number as 1, 8, 27, 64, 125, 216 and so on are called perfect cubes. Next, test for perfect cube. A given natural number is a perfect cube if it can be expressed as the product of triplet or equal factor. For example, we have to check whether this number 27,000 is a perfect cube or not. So, first we will factorize the number, prime factorization करेंगे. Now, we see 3 का pair बनाएंगे. So, we can write the number with pair of 3. Triplet में लिख सकते हैं. इस तरीके से grouping कर सकते हैं. No number is left over. So, this number 27,000 is a perfect cube. 3 into 10, that is 30. Clear? Next is properties of cube of numbers. The cube of an even natural number is even. For example, 2 cube equals to 8. 4 cube, that is 64. 6 cube, that is 216. So, cube of even natural number is always even number. The result 8, 64, 216 are even number. The cube of an odd natural number is odd. 3 का cube हो जाएगा 27, that is odd. 5 cube, that is 125. 7 cube, 343. The result 27, 125, 343 are odd number. The cube of a negative integer is negative. For example, minus 1 का cube है, that means minus 1 multiplied by minus 1 multiplied by minus 1. So, answer is minus 1. So, cube of a negative integer is negative. Clear? The cube of a rational number x upon y is given by x upon y का cube, or we can write x cube upon y cube. For example, 2 upon 3 का cube है, that means 2 का cube upon 3 का cube. So, we can write 2 into 2 into 2 upon 3 into 3 into 3. 2 cube upon 3 cube. Minus 2 upon 5 का cube है, that means minus 2 multiplied by minus 2 multiplied by minus 2 upon 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5. Or we can write minus 2 का cube upon 5 का cube. Next, points to remember. The cube of a number is the number raised to the power 3. The cube of a negative integer is negative. The cube of rational number a upon b is a cube upon b cube, or we can write a upon b ka whole cube. The cube of an even natural number is even. The cube of an odd natural number is odd. Next is learning target 4.1. Critical thinking. Find the cube of the following number. First is 7. So, 7 का cube क्या हो जाएगा? That is equals to 7 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7. 7 7 हो गया 49 into 7. So 6 आ गया 343. So answer is 343. Clear? Practice all these questions. Next is cube root. A natural number m is the cube root of a number n if n equals to m is to power 3. In other words, the cube root of a given number is that number whose cube is equal to the given number. The cube root of x is denoted by the symbol 3 root x, means cube root of x. बार 3 लगा है, that means क्या है, cube root. Thus, the cube root of 27 that is equals to 3, means 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 that is 27. तो 27 का cube root क्या हो जाएगा, 3. Cube root of 8 is 2. Cube root of 343 is 7. Cube root of 1331 is 11, and so on. Next, cube root through a pattern. In order to calculate cube root of small number which are perfect cube or natural number, we apply the following method. We have 1 is to power 3 that is equals to 1. So 2 is to power 3 minus 1 is to power 3 that is 7. Then 3 is to power 3 minus 2 is to power 3 that is 19. Then 4 is to power 3 में से 3 is to power 3 सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे 37. इस तरीके से करेंगे तो ये क्या आ जाएगा 91. और वी कैन राइट इट लाइक दिस ऑल्सो. सो एंड में क्या आ जाएगा 1 इक्वल्स टू क्या हो जाएगा 1 is to power 3. 1 plus 7 equals to 2 is to power 3. एंड 1 plus 7 plus 19 3 की पावर 3 के इक्वल होता है. 1 plus 7 plus 19 plus 37 4 is to power 3. 1 plus 7 plus 19 plus 37 plus 61 5 is to power 3 के इक्वल होता है. इस तरीके से हम करते रहेंगे तो ये हम आगे बढ़तेंगे 6 की पावर 3 then 7 is to power 3 इस तरीके से. क्लियर. नेक्स्ट, find the cube root of 125. So we have to find the cube root of 125. So first we will subtract 125 में से 1 subtract करेंगे 124, then 7 subtract करेंगे 117, then 19, 98, then 37, 61, 61 में 61 करेंगे 0. So how many times we have subtracted? We have to subtract 5 times. So cube root of 125 is 5. Clear? Next, cube root of negative perfect cube. If x is a positive integer, then minus x is a negative integer. We know that minus x का cube root equals to minus x cube root. In general, if x is a positive integer, then cube root of minus x equals to minus cube root of x. For example, find the cube root of minus 2197. So we have to find the cube root of this number. Write like this, cube root of minus 2197. माइनस को बाहर रख देंगे and then we will find the cube root of that number. So cube root क्या हो जाएगा 13 into 13 into 13, that means 13 हो गया. So answer will be minus 13. Clear? Next, points to remember. For any positive integer x, we have cube root of minus x that is equals to minus cube root of x. Next is learning target 4.2. Computational thinking. Find the cube root of the following. First is minus 125. Negative number है, so we'll write minus 125. 125 का cube root क्या होता है 5. इसकी वैल्यू होती है, so answer will be minus 5. Clear? Practice all other questions. Next is cube root of the product of integer. If a and b are two positive integers, then cube root of a into b equals to cube root of a multiplied by cube root of b. Example लेते हैं. Find the cube root of 27 multiplied by 2744. So we have cube root of 2744 multiplied by 27. Separately भी लिख सकते हैं. Cube root of 2744 multiplied by cube root of 27. वैल्यू निकाल देंगे. प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन किया, 3 3 का पेयर बना देंगे. सो इसका हो जाएगा 2 इंटू 7, 2 इंटू 7 और इसका हो जाएगा 3. सो क्यूब रूट क्या हो जाएगा 2 इंटू 7 इंटू 3 दैट इज इक्वल्स टू 42. That will be our answer. Clear? Next, points to remember. Cube root of AB equals to cube root of A multiplied by cube root of B. Next, learning target 4.3. Computational thinking. Find the cube root of each of the following number. So we have to find the cube root of 8 into 64. So write 8 into 64, or we can write cube root of 8 multiplied by cube root of, so ये हो जाएगा cube root of 64. Cube root of 8 that is equals to 2 and cube root of 64 that is equals to 4. So our answer is 4 into 2 that is 8. Clear? You have to practice all other questions. Next is cube root of a rational number. We know that if A upon B is a rational number, then A upon B cube root equals to A cube upon B cube. Using the concept, we can find the cube of a rational number. For example, find the cube of the following 2 upon 3. Cube find करना है, that means 2 upon 3 की power 3, or we can write 2 is to power 3 upon 3 is to power 3. 2 into 2 into 2, 3 into 3 into 3. ये हो जाएगा 8 upon 27. Clear? We know that if A and B are two integers, then A upon B power 3 equals to A is to power 3 upon B is to power 3. Using the same concept, we can say that cube root of A upon B equals to cube root of A upon cube root of B. Example लेते हैं, find the cube root of 729 upon 1331. Cube root find करना है, cube root of 729 upon 1331. So cube root निकालेंगे 729 का, दैट इज इक्वल्स टू क्या जाएगा, प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन करके देखेंगे, 3 का पेयर एंड 3 इंटू 3 यानी कि 9. देन 1331 का दैट इज 11. सो 9 अपॉन 11 विल बी आवर आंसर. क्लियर? पॉइंट्स टू रिमेंबर. The cube root of a rational number A upon B is given by cube root of A upon B equals to cube root of A upon cube root of B. The natural number n is a perfect cube if n equals to m square, where m is a natural number. The cube root of a given number is that number whose cube is equal to a given number. Next is learning target 4.4. First is computational thinking. Find the cube of following 0.3. So we have to find the cube of 0.3 to power 3. That means 0.3 multiplied by 0.3 multiplied by 0.3. 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. Now 1 2 3, 3 के बाद डेसिमल है, that means right. So ये हो जाएगा 0.027. Clear? So here we end the chapter. I hope you understand the chapter well. Now you have to practice it.